3/8, 8/2. I just run ported saws. I like as much power as I can. That completely changed that saw. Good. Good morning, everyone. So, my 592, my CNC ported 592 from Ripsaw. Love the saw a lot. I'm a pipe man. Got a pipe on it. I'm thinking I might. I'm not sure yet, but I think I could change this a little bit. I have another pipe. Morgan has it. I think a slight bit of more back pressure on this saw might actually help it. This was the stock configuration and it did very well. But now we've ported it and changed things a bit. But I'm not a sprocket changing guy very often, but this is a big saw, and if ever you were gonna swap a sprocket, I think your gains you'll find are on these big power heads, these 90cc saws. So here's the difference. If everybody's wondering, you hear all this stuff about sprocket changing, what you can get by changing sprockets, and if they go too big, you can flip chain more than you can with a regular stock sprocket. This is in a racing scenario, not cutting, but what I'll do is I'll throw this lightweight bar on here, and I think I've got a hand file beat up old chain. This will help us understand. Let's get this on. Boom, we're ready to go. See the angle at which the sprocket comes off? It's a straight line to the bar. You get what I'm saying, Luke?
Yeah.
It's a nice straight line. But when you swap a sprocket, especially you go start getting into these racing sprockets, 9 and 10 tooth, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. This won't be bad, but this is one of the things I love about Husky. See this little thing here? Shaklank. You got to watch this so you don't lose your... There's a little pin here, friends, and you get in here and you pop the sprocket. There it is right there. It's popped off. See it there? Can you see that, Luke? This thing? See?
Yeah.
It's off. So you don't want to lose that. So once it's off, it can go springing across the room. So let's make sure we don't lose it. So there it goes. Right here. So there it is. That's it. You pull this little keeper off. Shaklank. And you pull the sprocket off. Now, here's something that I don't know if these saws do it, but I think they do. And why do you think, friends, why do you think they sell things like this? Why do you think they're sold? And why do you think there's these? See that hole right there? Why do you think there's holes in these tips? Do you think the bar oil is enough? Well, in most cases, I'm sure it is. But if you run a power saw for a living, see this? Watch what happens here, Luke. Get a good span on this. I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to start squeezing this bar oil. Watch what happens. See all this? Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
It's all in the sprocket now. It's all in there. There it is. So that is beautiful now. Look at this. Grease on there. Grease don't ever hurt nothing. But let's see if we can do the crank. I don't know if this is one of the ones that you can do a crank with. Yes, it is. Look at that. I just greased it. There it is. Fairly new, this saw, not a lot of hours. Stick that in there, pop. There you go. 8-tooth sprocket, Oregon, 3/8, 8-tooth. Boom. On it goes. Shaklank, keeper. Shapoof. Now our spring. Let's make sure that we get this. You can almost do it by your fingers, friends. Just put that on there. Did you hear that noise?
Yep.
We're on. That is how easy this is to do. So, but here now, I will show you the difference of alignment and why you can throw chain easier. See that? So it's not super noticeable, but you did not have this before. The sprocket is now higher and it exposes some drivers, but it's only for a little bit. See? So you have more of a chance of throwing your chain if you're swinging and slashing down low. It can ride off of that and shoot off. Not a big freaking deal. We're actually going to run this saw today because I haven't run this saw without 7/2. It's been 7/2 the whole time, mind you. And look at this horrible chain we've got here. But I am going to run it. And you know why? Because we're in a dirty firewood pile down at Papa's place today for Hogan. So I'm actually going to use this chain, friends. I've been very happy with this saw thus far. There's one right there. Old school bar wrench, one of my favorite bar wrenches in the Wild Wild West is a short bar wrench because of the wrap bar. Guys that don't run wraps don't run into it. And actually, this is a good design. The power head. They finally fixed this because of that. Interesting small stuff, isn't it?
Yep.
So I hold my tips up, friends, because it's just what I do. There we go. Me and Luke and I are going to go cut and split some firewood down at Hogan's today. We had a couple of loads delivered there by our good buddy. Have a load of logs, Harry. It's a freaking half a truckload of logs, Heath. Now, I think I'm just going to run it, Luke, because I believe I remember filing this saw. That's it.
Sweet.
We're moving out of the axe content a little bit, friends. We'll always be in the axe content, but if you've been following along, oh my, they're not joking about ribs and how long they take to heal. I don't know what I did. I'm thinking now, though, as 3 weeks has passed, that I perhaps, whether it was a bruise or a slight crack, I don't know, but it has taken a long time. But we're kind of out of that now, and I'm just kind of working back in, so I don't want to go too heavy duty. So firewood's a good place to start slinging a saw around.
Nice shady spot here.
It is. So
Beautiful breeze.
Yeah, this is the nice thing about working here. It's just, look at above. What's going on, Luke?
Not much.
Also,
I'm ready to see the sprocket change.
oh, you want to see the sprocket and to listen to the power saw. So friends, listen to the saw. The 592, these saws, these new fueling systems, they're designed to protect the saw. This is auto tune. It's the 592. It's been CNC ported. It got some gains from the Ripsaw porting. It was a strong saw to begin with. I just run ported saws. I like as much power as I can. And this is not a saw that's been ported like orangutan crazy like the 86er, which we have on site, and has my pipe on it. And I hate to say it, but this chain is raggedy, daggedy, dag doggedy. There's really not much left, but guess what? We're in rocky, dirty wood. If I find something real dirty, I'll clean the wood. So we're just gonna fire up and go. And this is Papa's place. So this saw hasn't fired in, feels like a month.
Yeah, about a month.
More than. So this will be interesting, friends. First fire, let's just say in a month.
I'm gonna guess first pull.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two is probably more likely, but
So I'm gonna pump some fuel to it. There it is. I'm gonna choke it. And I'm gonna pull on it. These are the kind of saws I enjoy, friends. I enjoy this. I just wanted to pop in real quick with an interjection. It worked. It worked. I had a few folks reach out to me or even say in the comment section that, hey, Buckin, you should put an 8.2 sprocket on there. And I thought, it's probably a good idea on this saw. Well, we did. And it completely changed the saw. Completely.
Yeah, it did.
Now, if I get a little bit of a different muffler on this power saw will change again. A little bit more back pressure. But now that we've got the 8-tooth on there, Luke, I quite like this muffler. I didn't as much with the 7. So isn't that interesting what the changes are? Friends, if you're into hot rodding and you're building a Chevy hot rod or a Ford hot rod, when it comes time to building your motor and building the lift and the duration of your cam, you have to take into consideration the gears in the rear end, the gears in the tranny, believe it or not, the size of the tires, the intake manifold. It all is a recipe. It's all the same with power saws, friends. It's all the same. Let's get back and enjoy some more booking. So the 8-tooth sprocket there, you did it 4-stroke once through that whole program? A little bit.
That was nice.
That completely changed that saw.
Yeah.
This is where 8-tooth makes a lot of sense. And it was mentioned to me by a few guys that probably own these saws already. And it's the fueling system, the auto tune. It gives it a lot of fuel, and you got to be pulling. It's like the 500. You got to be pulling wood and loading the saw up for it to get up on the plane. That's a different saw with that 8-tooth. That chain's cutting. And look at how small it is. We showed that a couple times in the video. So that's why I take my chains down like that, friends. I'm in a dirty pile of wood. I'd be surprised if that wasn't close to a cord of wood just got bucked right there. How long is this video? You went a couple videos.
Yeah, probably 25 minutes.
So there you go. And we're all 16-inch. Like we're cutting 16-inch wood because Dad's stoves are a little bigger. But there's nothing left on that chain.
No.
And I think it's hand file.
Yeah.
It is hand file.
Yeah.
It needed the 8-tooth. It's just so many of these variables. Friends, it's like building a hot rod. A Chevy, Ford, don't matter. Your intake and your carburetor have to match your gear ratio in the rear end, in the tranny. There's a formula. There's a formula. Racing guys will know what I'm talking about. It's the same here. It's the same with your mountain bike, your pedal bike. It's all ratio. And the 8-tooth is in my opinion, this is the first time I've experienced on this saw. I've had it on lots of different saws through the years, friends, and I don't see a massive gain. This was huge, huge. Is that a game I don't want to play, Luke?
I don't know.
Is that what you're... Oh, I caught him. He was in tight, and I turned on the go button. Friends, listen, real quick. Thank you for your viewership and watching these longer videos. I built this freaking community. I built this city. Remember that song? On long form content. We do some shorts. We enjoy them. They're fun. And if you've come to this channel through my short videos, welcome to you. Friends, the 8-tooth sprocket on this saw worked. Lukey and I looked at each other right away and we're like, whoever told us to do that on this one, we thank you. Because you probably own this saw and noticed the benefits, and so did we. I've had 8-tooths on 70cc saw classes. I haven't really noticed a difference, so I just go back to the 7. I like my chain speed. I like my limbing. I do a lot of limbing. So it all depends on what you're doing. But if you own the big power and the big torquey saws, the 8-tooth is a good idea for this one anyways. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. Thanks, Luke.
Yeah. See ya.
Over and out, friends.